Hi guys, my name is Dev and today I will discuss about Kotlin visibility modifiers. In Kotlin, visibility modifiers are used to control the visibility of a class, its member functions, properties, and nested class and its constructor. There are four types of visibility modifiers available in Kotlin: private, internal, protected, and in last, public. So, in private, uh, in private modifiers, private modifiers allow only the code declared inside the same class will be accessed. It does not allow access to the modifier variable or function outside of the class. Unlike Java, Kotlin allows multiple top-level declaration in the same file. Private level element can be accessed by everything else in the same files. Its accessibility scope is within the class. You can access class variables and methods within the class. Outside of the class, you cannot be accessed. For example, we have created a class A where we have declared a variable of type integer that is declared as private, and here we have created the object of class A, and we want to access the integer value of A of class A. So here we can see that can it our compiler gives the error cannot access integer in a private in A. That's why and can be accessed and when we access the show method of class A, we it can be accessed because it is not private. So private uh, modifiers or private functions can be accessed through same file. And public modifiers in Kotlin, the public modifier is the default modifier is public. It is possibly the most frequent used modifiers in the entire language, and there are additional restrictions on who can see the element being modified. Basically, when we declare this is the default modifier in Kotlin. So even if we declare or does not declare, our modifier will be public. So here I have declared a class where we have declared a temp variable. We are displaying the temp variable. Here we can create the object of class A. We can use object dot display. So here we will discuss. Here we will accessible. Uh, our display method will be accessible from anywhere. Here class A is accessible from anywhere in the entire code. The variable integer one and the function display are accessible from the anything that can be accessed class A. So third one is internal modifier. In internal modifier is a newly added modifier that is not supported by Java. That is marked as internal means that it will be available in the same module. If we try to access the declaration from another module, it will give the compile time error. So its accessibility scope is within the within the same module and not visible outside of the module. So internal modifier benefits in writing API and its implementation. Basically, here we have declared a class internal and where we have declared a variable number that is also declared as internal, and here we have display function. Uh, display function it is also declared as internal. So class A is only accessible from inside the of the same module. The variable number and function display are only accessible from the same module. And when we declare our variables or class are protected in Kotlin, protected modifier statically allows accessibility to the declaring class and in its subclass. It means that you have if you declare any variable or any function in the as a protected, then you can access it from the access it on the same file and its child class to inheritance. Basically, it is accessible in the declaring class and its subclass. It is not visible outside of the class hierarchy. So here we have declared a class A that is a open class and protected. we have declared an integer variable that is that is protected. So when we create the object of b, and it is when we create object of b, in that case we cannot get the value. So if we inherit class b to class a, class a to class b, so here we can basically here we can override the get value, and uh, here we can override the no, no, here we can access the integer value. So we can print and we can get, and when we print here object dot integer, then in that case it cannot be accessed because it is protected. So when we create object b and print value function, then it will cannot access integer because it is protected in nature. So overriding of protected modifier. We need to mark the protected variable or function using an open keyword to override in the derived class. In the below program, we have written in integer variable. So, so here we can override it, and here we can print the value. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.